Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Firewatch. In the last episode, we discovered that the phone lines that allow communication in and out of the park had been cut. Presumably by those teenage girls that were lighting fireworks the other day. Now, Delilah has asked us to track them down and basically just scare the shit out of them. Personally, I disagree with that, but, you know, Delilah is Henry's boss, so he's gonna do what she says. And then, yeah, I'm gonna pick up as many of these cans as I can. We basically just have to follow their trail. Now, I mentioned this at the time, but my gut says this wasn't those teenage girls. Because I showed this before, but the teenage girls were there at Jonesy Lake. We came down through Widowmaker. We found their camp. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see. And then we found them in the middle of Jonesy Lake and they went across to the other side. They will have had to go through all of this naked, with no supplies. That does not seem feasible to me. Also, how petty are these teenage girls? I mean, I went to a girls-only secondary school. I never started my timer. There we go. Yeah, I went to a girls-only secondary school, so I do know that teenage girls can be very, very petty. But I don't know anyone who is petty enough to hike across all of this wilderness completely naked to cut a phone. Also, how did they cut the phone wires? They had no equipment. Then again, maybe they had a secondary camp on the other side of Jonesy Lake. Perhaps this will all be explained and I'm just jumping the gun a little bit. Excuse me. There we go. Also, you know, think of the positives. We are getting to see more of this beautiful, beautiful wilderness with Shelley Duvall, our turtle friend. I mean, I can kind of understand why they might have decided, you know what, let's cut the phone wire. We did take their fireworks. We were perfectly, you know, right to be taking their stuff, but these are teenage girls. They, you know, like, oh, he was such an asshole. He took our whiskey that we shouldn't have and our fireworks that we shouldn't have. Ooh. Thoroughfare Fire Lookout, 4.8 miles. There's a supply drop. Ooh. Oh, it's not a cache. I've mentioned this before. I want to try and get to all of the caches just to see what there is up here. Yeah, there are a couple of caches down to the south. There's that one by Jonesy Lake. And there's cache 241. Now then, it has been a week since I last played this, so I can't remember if Delilah gave us any instructions on where to find these girls. My best guess, the last place we know they were was Jonesy Lake. Common sense says that we should head towards Jonesy Lake. At the very least. And from there, we're just going to have to see what we can find. Maybe we'll find another... Ooh. I see you over there. Maybe we can find another set, you know, trail of beer cans. Hello?
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Nice. Excuse me. Give. What does that say? Brian Goodwin. Hey, we got the camera. And we got rope.
I'm flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
Fantastic.
There's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
Who was he?
He was a lookout?
Yeah, kinda, I guess. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. You know, I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Oh.
Is Ned that guy from the note I told you about? About the guy leaving his post?
Oh, could be, yeah, but I think at one point they just realized this job wasn't for them. For Brian, at least.
Huh.
Anyway, so it goes. Have, fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Okay, Delilah. Oh, I'm so excited for this camera. There's, oh my god, all of the pictures I could take. Oh, no, I'm not going to use my first one right now. I'll save it for a really pretty shot, I think. Okay. Yoink that on. There we go. Now then, Henry, please be careful. The last time you did this, you fell. Okay, much better. Much better. There we go. And another one. Over we go. And was that a fire I saw in the distance?
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire? You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do.
I'm gonna hope that that's a campfire and not an actual fire, because we would be out in the middle of it. That does not sound good. Then, this was... No, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okie doke, what is this? Oh, some flowers. How lovely. And, ooh. That is the 16th of the 6th, 86. Dave, guess who's going out with Debbie next week? No, not that shitheel Steve. It's your man, Ron. I went to check out the new guy at Two Forks and heard him talking to himself, more than usual for lookouts, so I figured I'd stay away. Remember when you saw Chimney Rock having himself in that hammock? I'm starting to think the Forest Service only picks the deranged and perverted. Except for us, of course. We're the creme de la creme. Let's toast to Deb at the spot. Ron. Yeah, I'll keep that. And we got a loose stone. Ooh.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cash box.
Could be the same person who left that antler.
And maybe they're leaving me an entire creature, piece by piece.
Nice. I like that the game remembers that we spoke to Delilah about the antler. Ooh. Okay. And can you put it back? No, you're just going to drop it on the ground. Great. I don't trust this stone. Why would this be in here? Oh well, I'm sure there was a perfectly reasonable explanation. Now then, yeah, we've just got to follow that smoke trail.
Hey.
Ooh.
Sorry about snapping at you earlier. I thought about it, and yeah, I suppose that must have sounded kind of weird when you heard me take that other call. Plus, you're just out here in your own head. Trust me, I know how it is. So, did you break any hearts back in Colorado when you took this job?
Oh.
I myself have chosen to never get attached to anyone who would miss me, but I know I'm a bit of an outlier. I don't mean that the way it sounds. I mean, I care about people, and I like companionship as much as the next person.
I'm actually married.
But you're here.
She's sick, and I shouldn't be here, but I am.
I'm sorry, Henry. What is it?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure.
Look, I gotta go do a thing, but I'll have a radio. Okay, call me if you need to.
So I mentioned this before. I couldn't see Henry getting into it with Delilah about Julia, just because we don't really know her. It's like, it's only our second day here. I could see him saying, oh, I'm married. I could even say, see him saying, oh, she's sick, but that she's got, either early onset Alzheimer's or dementia, that I couldn't see. So I'm actually really glad that the game kind of had Henry say, we'll get into it later, but not right now. Ooh. I'm probably going in completely the wrong way. There was something about a creek. Campfire smoke. 5 Mile Creek. Got it. So yeah, if we can get to Jonesy Lake, and then we can just head down. Aha! In which case... No, I am kind of going in the right direction, I guess. Burned trees. So I'm guessing there was a fire here recently? I'm guessing. And what does this say? Yeah, supply drop and thoroughfare fire lookout. If I'm being honest, there's the sound of like leaves moving, something like that, and that's freaking me out a little bit. I'm
having a hell of a time getting this fucking flapjack off his ass and out to repair that wire.
Oh.
Excuse me, Flapjack?
You know, like a loser, a chotch.
I really don't, but I do now.
Well, Well, the next time you're at a bar and some banker steps on your foot so he can order his crappy martini, you've got just the name to use.
Okay.
Hey, Flapjack, why don't you wait your turn before I bounce your face off a dumpster?
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is, Delilah. Yes, it is. Okay, am I still heading in the right direction? I'm a tad paranoid. Aha! Okay. Get down towards the river. I'm going to check out Cache 305. Because that seems like a good thing to do. But yeah, I'm not overly paranoid about being it's not like I'm petrified of the thought of being followed, but I think it does freak me out a little bit, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere, being followed through, I don't know, like a... Oh.
She's got Alzheimer's, like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck indeed.
What was it like when you guys found out?
Well, we didn't really understand what was happening. You don't get Alzheimer's in your late 30s.
No kidding.
But even then, we didn't really get it until she couldn't work anymore and I couldn't leave her alone. It wasn't until then that I said, oh, this is it. This is over. That was hard. I'm sorry to be such a downer.
Don't even. I'm happy to listen. And, you know, we'll try to have some fun this summer. I promise.
This, I absolutely want to take a picture of. Oh, that is, we have 18. Okay. And just lower it. There we go. That, I think, is a beautiful shot. We are absolutely heading in the right direction. Yeah, it was the fact that she asked us what she had. I was very tempted to ignore that call. But, you know, maybe Henry is feeling that talking to Delilah is helping him. You know, maybe he feels like that this will help me kind of work through it all in my own head.
Wow. I'm on top of a natural bridge out here.
Really? Is it a complete arch?
No, I guess the bridge is out here. Still, I think I could jump this gap to get across the canyon.
Wow, you're a regular Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah, you should see the jumpsuit I'm wearing.
Ooh, that's another pretty shot, but I think I'm all right. Jump it. There you go. Something I did find interesting about what Delilah said, it was after Henry said, you know, she's sick and I'm out here even though I'm really not supposed to be. And Delilah said that, well, sometimes escaping is either the right thing to do, something like that. And I find that very interesting because it's... How do I put this? I don't necessarily agree or disagree. It's... Henry's going through something incredibly difficult. I can't even imagine how he must feel. And if I'm being brutally honest, I don't want to imagine how he must feel. I don't want to ever know that pain of my wife, my young wife, who I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, can't remember me at age 41. 'Cause that is horrifying. But at the same time, I do kind of feel like, you know, you've abandoned her, Henry. You've come out to the Wyoming wilderness And you've abandoned her. And yes, that is harsh. I get that. He needs a break. I'm not saying he shouldn't have a break. But Julia doesn't get a break. Julia doesn't get a break from having Alzheimer's. Why would you leave her and just abandon her? Yeah, she's got her family, but, like, I'm sure the part of her that does remember you must be very upset the fact that you're not here. And I think if someone told me, hey, I'm out here wandering around in the woods whilst my wife is dealing with this terrible, terrible illness, I don't necessarily think I'd be as sympathetic as Delilah was. I don't think I'd yell at him. I don't think I'd be there going, oh, you're such a bitch, I can't believe you've done this. But I don't think I would be nearly as sympathetic. So I find that very interesting that Delilah was like, yo, sometimes we all need an escape. Yeah, we can follow this. We can go down through Widowmaker. And then we can check for the campfire smoke down here. I think I'm going to go back to Jonesy Lake. I'm going to check Cache 303. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, here was the path. I guess it kind of makes me think, what's Delilah's deal? Because she herself said it, people take this job to get away from stuff. We know why we're here, but why is Delilah here? And I know we had that really odd radio call where she was speaking to someone else.
So, how'd you meet?
Met in a bar.
The birthplace of modern romance.
I stumbled over and told her she was pretty, and that was it.
Aw, you were brave.
I was drunk.
Same thing. Yeah, I was going to see if I wanted to take a picture of that, but no, I think that's good. I think there are going to be prettier things for me to take pictures of. There was a run button, but I can't remember what it was. So we'll just have to... Hey, a leisurely stroll is a gift. And we're in such a beautiful place. I don't see why strolling is so bad. But yeah, what I was saying before is that I do think there was a perfectly innocent explanation for what Delilah was saying on the radio. I imagine I said this at the time, but probably, you know, does he have any idea who stole from him? No, he has no idea. Do you think he's scared about this? Well, wouldn't you be? You know...
We meet again, Widowmaker. You haven't beat me yet.
You ready to give it another shot?
Do I seriously have to?
To get down to 5 Mile Creek? Yeah, afraid so. It's quite a ways downhill from here.
Well, this is take 2 on Widowmaker. And yeah, we can see the smoke. So we're definitely getting closer. It doesn't seem to be getting bigger, so this... I do think this is a campfire. It's not an actual fire. My God, this is a long way down. Yeah, this is a... Whoop. Come on, bud. There we go. Now let's hurry away from that. You have conquered Widowmaker, Henry. How do you feel? Do you feel like a man? Henry. Henry, I think you're seeing things. There is no rope hook there. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna ignore that. Everything is fine. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. Oh. Well, I feel like a dumbass. Oh, I kind of... Well, surely we'll be going back to Jonesy. Like, we've got all summer. We've got all summer. It'll be fine. We'll get a nice picture of the lake eventually. Come on. And over we go. Down, down, down. Flippin' heck, I could not do this. There we go. Now then, all we have to do...
What are you going to do when the fire season wraps up? Are you going to go be with her? Just go back to Boulder?
Maybe I'll go visit. I don't know.
Well, why not?
She's with her family in Melbourne. They're not big fans of mine.
Oh.
Her sister, Susan, is great, but her parents, I think they always thought she could do better, and that I could have done a better job looking after her.
Fuck that. I have no doubt you did your best.
I don't know.
If you want to go visit her, you should go. Don't let a couple of assholes keep you away from someone you love.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, I wanna get a shot of this. I think this is pretty. Oh crap! Whoops. Oh shit! What was it? E? Oh bugger! What was? I've immediately forgotten. Shit. Give me a minute. There we go. It was right click. I'm a dumbass. Okay, you can lower that. We only need the one photo of this shot. I think this is pretty. What was I saying before I forgot what I was doing? Yeah, I do wonder if maybe... I would guess that Henry probably feels himself that maybe he could have done a better job. Just because, she had to get taken by her parents. Like, as it said in the intro, the house was a mess. They were shocked by how they were both living. And they kind of just said, we're taking her, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I do wonder if Henry maybe feels like, oh, I could have done a better job. And I didn't. And that hurts. Okay, we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I do see that missing persons. I want to see, what does that say? Mitch Michaels, age 31, height 6'2", weight 195 pounds or 85, short brown, distinctive facial hair, general info. Mitch Michaels was last seen around Jonesy Lake on July 3rd, 1981. He was first reported missing on July 29th, 1981 by Forest Service personnel. He is not known to be familiar with the area. Mitch was seen around Jonesy Lake on the morning of July 3rd, 1981. Vehicle information. Oh dear.
How many hikers go missing in the Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and then the next you weren't.
Ned Goodwin didn't get mauled by a bear or stuck in a ravine. He was just a PTSD'd a-hole who dragged his son out to do a job and realized it was a bad idea.
PTSD? That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the army. He was off. It's actually the saddest story. He was only discharged because his mother, Brian's grandmother, died. She'd been taking care of him, and Ned was the only next of kin.
Damn. And you got to know Brian a little bit?
Yeah, I talked to him way more than I'd talked to Ned, that's for sure.
How was he at, spotting fires?
Better than you. He actually liked to stay in the tower.
That is very unfortunate. I'm not going to take that missing persons flyer. That seems in very poor taste to me. There isn't really anything in there. I mentioned this before. I'm not a big fan of how Delilah is kind of like, fuck the rules. It's okay. I'm a little bit of a stickler for the rules. You know, like, they're there for a reason. They keep us safe. We should stick to them. And the fact that Delilah's kind of like, do whatever the hell you want. You wanna go spelunking in a cave marked dangerous? Go for it. You wanna bring a child out to a job that has a fire risk? Go for it. It's a-okay.
Boy, for as dry as it is this summer, there's an area down here that's lush.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Yeah, I think that's where I am.
Those trees are actually one root organism. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years, even through fire. Can you believe
Wow.
you're actually getting paid to learn all of these amazing things? Also, by what it looks like on this map, you'll be coming up on a stream that should lead you towards where we saw that smoke.
Okay. Let me check my map. Yes, okie doke. Good to know. Now then, I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next, we'll see if we can track down that campfire. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.